Welcome back to the channel, guys. Nice beautiful day out here. You can see our new market van. We've acquired this with market money we've been saving. So this I have been eyeballing at work, my actual day job, so I didn't get this off of the actual market because I would have probably paid an arm and a leg right now for this. In 2023 here, everything is super expensive. Got the nice double doors here and just a gosh dang ton of room. All this room for activities. We are going to be able to work this. I'm going to build some shelving, all types of cool stuff. Even got the jail doors and stuff, so it's pretty darn cool. My kids are getting a kick out of it. They've been playing in it every day. I feel very proud to be able to say that we acquired this and we worked very hard for this, and this is just going to enable our business to grow. So you guys are watching the transformation of our business growing to actually become a business. So all of the work we're doing and putting in around the homestead, which a truck that we got very cheap for the market with the market. So we are very, very productive in our work and in our savings. So if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. So you guys want to run around and check this thing out? Let's go check it out. We were super excited to get it home. This is not what the video is about. I'm just going to go through this van real quick. So you've got your cool anti-escape door here. That's bungee shut. And then the back doors we were in. Very, very cool. Nice solid floor. I'm going to be able to build shelves everywhere and be able to hang hanging plants. It is just very cool. I'm going to be able to work this light, and I'm going to run a nice strip of lights in here. Have some nice light system. An old double door creeper van here. But it's literally what we need. We have to get this wrapped, get it painted, get our insignia on the side, follow us on YouTube, something like that. It is going to be very, very cool. We've got a little rust down low. I'm going to take care of that so we can make this last as long as possible. Very nice van, very clean. I was very happy to acquire this van. There she is. Should be making her debut next spring. So what we're talking about today is the electrical storm we had. Get over here in the shade. We had this huge tree out back, and it took a bunch of lightning strikes, at least 2 or 3 that we saw. So we had a whole bunch of spider veins of lightning that I think had screwed up some electrical components in our greenhouse. Our solar controllers are no longer working, and we're having some problems with all of our solar systems. Our solar panels are still working, I believe, because I tested them, but I'm just really confused. Our solar controllers are just short-circuited and they're running funky. They're not just dead, like normally they would just die and not work properly, but now they're just doing really weird stuff. So I got to get those figured out. We're gonna have to order some, and I might order some small pumps to experiment with some free heating stuff. We also had some serious wind that ripped up some of our shade cloths out back on our greenhouse. So we've been having some scorching temperatures. We had to get some gorilla netting, just threw some netting up inside. We had an extra spare shade cloth, thank God, to fix that problem so we didn't burn up and lose a whole bunch of crops or all our aquaponics fish and stuff like that. But our water is turning a little green in there. We're gonna head on in there in a second. We're gonna order up those solar controllers real quick. Let's take a look at this. This is about $30 for a 30 amp, about 100 watt solar controller. Hopefully everybody can see that there. So this is the solar controller we're gonna order. Let's buy 2 of those now. Let's get our little water pumps up here. 13 bucks for 2, buy 2. So we've got all that ordered. Let's go check out inside the greenhouse. I think I've got some melons sitting in the truck. Yeah, let's get these in the shade there. So with all those electrical storms, we had the electrical problems. I feel like some spider webbing happened, like the small veins of electricity had come down and either shorted the ground out next to the greenhouse or something. But our solar controllers are just fluctuating all over. This one's not running. It should be. We've got green water. We've got barely any water in our aquaponics. And I think I just heard the UPS guy that did like an airdrop or something. Them dudes are getting crazy these days. So we've got ourselves 2 speedy solar controllers. Nice little DC pump here. We're going to be able to hook up and run some lines on that. So this one actually has an in and an out. It doesn't have a filter on it. So we'll have to run a filter onto one of our lines. So I've got 2 of of those for $13. I want to see the longevity on those. I'm always trying those kinds of things, and I've got a few places that are sending us emails trying to get us to use their products, and I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I don't know if I want to be sponsored by someone's product or have to do a review on their product yet. So unless you got some real good gardening products, send some really good gardening product reviews this way, and I will put it on my channel and I will review it. Especially if we got some cold weather gardening items or some heating items or anything of that sort. I'm going to try and run some electricity out to the greenhouse, so possibly send us a heater or something cool to plug in. So we got these 2 little DC pumps in the mail here, and we've got new solar controllers. So we've got to go hook up our solar controllers and get our new pumps working. So what comes in the box here? We've got our brand new solar controller, nice shield to protect. We've got some good plugs. It's kind of chintzy, but that's all good. We've got some more chintzy plugs there. It's just some connectors so you can plug your wires up in all of these. So we're gonna go get this hooked up, and we've got a nice little booklet that probably has directions for like 10 different models, and it will be super hard to decipher. So we're gonna take a look at that later on, and I'm gonna go get this dang thing set up, and we might hook one of these pumps up. We've got our large pump over here, but our solar controller is actually preventing our pump from running, so we've got to get our new solar controller hooked up. I'm gonna do that right now. So now that we've got all our connections disassembled, I'm able to take the actual solar controller off. It's dead. All of my lines are separate and laying out. We're gonna get the solar controller off the wall, get the new one hooked up, hook up our battery, hook up our solar panel, and then hook up our accessories. That was super simple, guys. Anybody can just swap this out as long as you cover your solar panel so you don't shock yourself like I just did, because it's sunny out and I just burnt my finger on it. It didn't hurt too bad. It wasn't terrible. So I didn't die. All good. So I got this switched over. Got our new system up. You can see that it already drained it because we've got a ton of weeds out here in front of our solar panels. So those are getting cleared out, but it's trying to charge it and then it's discharging it. But we actually have water flow in here. We can't see it now, but it's purging. We've got water flow, so we actually fixed it. It was the solar controller that was all screwed up. It was basically shorted out, so I don't think I'll be able to fix this one, unfortunately. I've got myself a nice Asian pear and an apple for snack here while I'm working on this. Well, my camera had died on me, so we're out here again. Changed my shirt, everything's a little different. The sun's on the other side of the greenhouse now, so I just wanted to come out and finish up this video after the battery had died. So we basically saved our solar system. We've got our new solar controllers up and running. Obviously we showed hooking that up. Very, very simple, very straightforward to do. If anybody has any questions on hooking up the solar controllers or your solar panel, or hooking up any of the electronic stuff pertaining to your solar system, definitely drop it in the comments below. We've been experimenting with this stuff for quite a while. I mean, we're doing simple solar, so I don't have any inverters yet, but that is coming. I want to experiment with lots of solar panels, and I want to get solar put on the house to cheapen some bills too. So back on topic here, we've got these grapes and a few other plants just sitting and mulling over in here, and we have got our water running. You can see that water trickling there. It's split up between two hoses because we were running it to two separate ones, so I just diverted them both into one tank, and the water is actually quite cool in here. We just had a purge, so the bell siphon just basically dumped all that water. Our comfrey doesn't look the best here because it's been in here for a while. It's got well-established roots. I gotta get this out of here and transplanted. Split it up into a few more. So that was getting this solar system working again. Thankfully, it was just this little solar controller that had went out on us, so we were able to pretty easily diagnose and fix the problem. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know that we rely on our solar systems all winter long. So being able to get that up and running, it might be something simple, but we have goldfish down in here that are staying in the lower maybe foot of this tank, which it's a decent sized tank. They have plenty of oxygen and stuff like that, but just the fact that we didn't have the filtration through all of our aquaponics and stuff for the last week and a half really made the water green. It used to be clear and we could see right through it. So definitely pays to have aeration and filtration. So this is where I let everybody go. I just wanted to come out and finish the video, show that our solar controller is working properly. I've yet to get the other solar controller working. We had both of them fried, which is very odd. So that just led me to believe that the ground was electrified or something like that. All these tomatoes ripening up. We'll pass by these. Just gobs and gobs of tomatoes on these. Got some beautiful mortgage lifters here. And you can see that vine. These things are hanging taut all the way up on the ceiling where this is touching the ceiling. We actually just want to bend it down and let it hang. I do not want it touching the plastic because it's just going to burn the leaves and lead to damage of the plant and possible damage to our fruit also. So here we are at the other aquaponics. This little thing had just shut off because the wind knocked my solar panel down. It's just sitting on the top of the greenhouse. But you can see how clear all of this water is. You can see way down there as opposed to the other water. This is not green, this is clear. We've got a little bit of filtration and aeration with this little pump here. And we've used this pump for years and years just to do all types of stuff. Got the on-off switch. It was running our solar heater. Our solar heater is under here. We've got just tons of stuff that we're trying to work through into the greenhouse. So before this drags on too long, I want to thank everybody. And if you're new to the channel, I want to thank you for checking all of this out. Hopefully you subscribed. That's the best way you can support us, unless you're a local person. Then you can come buy some veggies from us on Saturday mornings.